Good morning to every one of my friends here. Today, we are going to be discussing the most effective way to help students control their internet addictions. In my opinion, the most effective way would be to delete mobile applications that are addictive, such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and many more. This is because these social media apps are literally designed to become addictive. If you watch the Netflix documentary called The Social Dilemma, it is designed like a machine, like a gambling machine at Las Vegas, so that you will always be hooked to the screen and you would spend hours and hours in your daily life doing nothing but scrolling the social media. And it could also promote unhealthy obsession and depression, like unrealistic beauty standards, violence, and many more. What do you think, candidate B?
Uh, Personally, the most effective way to help students control their internet addiction is by spending more time with family members and friends. By spending more time with family members and friends, we get to experience more of the real world rather than the virtual world. And also, it can help with internet addiction because really outside of the like activities in the internet most of the time just give you free dopamine, and by spending more time with family members and friends, the dopamine is a bit harder to get, and that will make you less addicted to, you know, the internet. And examples of activities that you can do instead of spending time on the internet is by doing recreational activities or going out to the mall with your friends and family. What about you, candidate C? What do you think?
Thank you, candidate B. I think the most effective way to help students control their internet addiction is by limit the internet usage by scheduling time spent online. For example, we should students should set clear goals to determine how much time students should spend online each day and what activities to prioritize in their life. For example, in a day, students should only spend a total 7 hours online to keep real and online life balance. Real and online life balance, and do beneficial stuff online, such as watching YouTube video about your education to help you in your future. So, candidate D, what do you think?
Thank you, candidate C. But in my honest opinion, I think in order to help students control their internet addiction, the most effective way is developing new interests such as reading and gardening. By doing and developing new interests such as reading and gardening, it prevents us from being addicted by filling our time with useful habits and that give us positive impact and benefits. These benefits are such as gaining new skills that will help us in the future, rather than those downsides of being uh, addicted to internets that will give us poor academic achievements and violent behavior. Uh, Activities such as gardening and reading will also soothe our mind and calm the nerves. It will also help us in the mental wellness section rather than being addicted. Other example and activities you can do that will help you from being addicted are also such as playing chess that can train your brain, and also exercising. Thank you. That's all from me. I pass this to candidate A.
Thank you, candidate D. And after hearing your opinion, I even think that it is even better than my own opinion because deleting mobile applications straight away are going cold turkey. And cold turkey in tackling addiction is notoriously famous for not working. You will eventually get relapse and you will become back to your own old way. So I think by developing new interests such as reading and gardening, this is taking baby steps and this is actually enjoyable in doing something that is much more productive and can also become dopamine detox, like what candidate B said. What do you think, candidate B?
I think I agree with you, candidate A and also candidate D. By developing new interests, it will be one of the most effective ways to help students control their internet addiction. For example, if I learn a new skill or interest, such as playing the guitar, I can instead spend my time learning about guitar and music theory and improving myself in that part instead of just spending that time wasting my life away scrolling TikTok until 4 a.m. And you can also get, you will actually learn something instead of gaining nothing from just mindlessly scrolling your favorite mobile applications every day. How about you, candidate C? What do you think?
Thank you, candidate B. I think I agree with your statement that saying that develop new interests such as reading and gardening are the most effective way to help students control their internet addiction. For example, if you have interest in reading, by read a book, you can gain knowledge from the book and also know and learn a new word every time you find a new word. You will be able to utilize the internet to go to the Google and search for the meaning, and you will know the word. For example, maybe you doesn't know about the word develop, and you go to the internet and you know it, so you gain a new knowledge and it help you in your education, in your real life. So candidate D, what do you think?
Thank you, candidate A, B, and C, for agreeing to my point. But let's talk about point C, point which is talk about candidate C, which is the one that said limiting their internet usage by scheduling time spent online. I feel like this point is better than my point because when you limit the internet by scheduling, I mean, let's be real. I don't think anyone here. I don't think teenagers in general I really know how to. I don't think teenagers in general. Uh, I don't think teenagers in general actually can stop their addiction in using TikTok, using Twitter, using Instagram. They basically scroll these apps for hours. I mean, look if you look at the statistics, most teenagers will spend 7, 8, 9 hours scrolling this app. So I think by limiting the internet usage, by managing our time, by setting timers, and even in TikTok, you can set how many hours you want to use TikTok, the screen time. I feel like this is the best points in we take slow steps in managing our time to detox the toxic habit, which is internet addiction. Uh, Candidate A, do you agree with my stance, which is point C?
Okay, I am actually happy that you bring that up because everything that you said, such as limiting and dopamine detox, I think it also align with candidate D's opinion. Actually, all of the things you said can be achieved through doing what candidate D said, meaning that you can kill two birds with one stone. You could spend more time with family. You could limit the internet usage by using it proactively, productively, efficiently, and you could also develop new interests. And the internet could become a tool to aid your learning and your learning curve and your mastery in your new skill. And I am happy to see that we all have discussed meaningfully, and I thank you all for your insights, candidate A, candidate B, C, and D. And now that we have, I think we can conclude that we have achieved a majority consensus that we all agree on candidate D's opinion, which is developing new interests such as reading and gardening is the most effective way to help students control their internet addiction. Right, guys?
Yes, yes, candidate A.
I agree.
We all agree with candidate D's opinion, and with this, I am happy to say that we have reached a majority consensus. We have reached an agreement, a total agreement, which I will repeat again. Developing new interests such as reading and gardening is the most effective way to help students control their internet addiction. By they will undergo dopamine detox, develop new skill, limit their internet usage, and with all this time and productiveness that they have created, they could also spend more time with family members and friends, and this is the best outcome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody. Thank you, everyone.